regional mindset shift where we see more emphasis on the draft. I think for ZETA, they don't really have much of a choice because their key weakness has been exposed in the past months. It's draft. We'll see if this helps.
Yeah, you know, imagine getting to the mid part of the season through 2026 and then the realization, oh, we can probably look towards banning some brawlers which the other team are good at playing, right? You know, some targeted bans just coming into the minds of ZETA. I love it. But I think it's like a good way to look at their adaptivity in that regard as well. Like, they've been so focused on just enforcing themselves that now they're starting to consider other strategies at play. And we can see that as well in the map draft, especially as I was always saying about the fact that Crystal Arcade was one that T5S really did struggle with. They're starting to now, but hopefully, especially looking with the view to the World Finals ahead, looking to find more angles in this, as obviously last year's World Finals was not very fruitful for them whatsoever. I think that was a big wake-up call actually for ZETA Division, that they've got to make some changes in that regard and they've got to get more inside the heads of their opposition.
We're now ready for map number 2, heading into Crystal Arcade. This is now ZETA Division's map pick. Let's find out if they can make this one a quick 2-0 already, or if T5S can show us some of what they brought in the qualifiers. Remember, once again, those two teams had to face already in the monthly qualifiers, and T5F took them to set 5. Crystal Arcade, a very close map, at least in lanes, and now they can open up the map with that Pearl that we often also saw as a great answer to Max. Max is already banned out in the global ban phase, but I think Pearl still slowly came back into this meta without even getting too many buffs or nerfs or anything. She just is a lot stronger because a lot of her best brawlers against her are now worse.
It's one of the beautiful things about the meta, just like how intertwined and tangled and connected everything is. And that is what it allows you to compete on this elite level, is being able to find those interactions. I think that this is going to deny some aggro play, like from a Leon, for example, that could get you into mid pretty early, scout out some position. Also allows you to enforce these side lanes that are so hotly contested. Once again, leading with the Mina. Mina's a great brawler, but you have to play as a team. She's lacking in damage. She should be able to get mid position for T5S. I'm still wondering about the silent brawlers with buffies that are pulling the strings here. When is the Meg going to appear?
That's exactly what I'm looking for here. Meg, Kit potentially here as well. Brock, Colette, Ems, these are really, really strong brawlers. Pearl going to be a good brawler on the side of ZETA, but like Sunny says, with the Max banned out here globally, definitely going to be more slow and sluggish in that regard. Griff going to be opening up the map, so I think that ZETA definitely need to lean into that. And maybe go with some wall break of their own with that Brock. That'd be my kind of ideal pick for me. Maybe combining that with Pierce wouldn't be the worst of ideas either. They definitely need to make this an open sharpshooter affair, especially with that Mina. You want to be able to keep your distance and ensure that those shots can land from afar. Lumi going to come in though, and I can't say that I don't love that pick. Lumi in a fantastic spot in terms of the meta, so I'm all for it.
Maybe something aggressive now to round the comp off on the side of ZETA Division. They have all the control, they have a lot of damage also with the Pearl. Kit or also Lily could still come in as last pick. Definitely do not sleep on these Pearl and Griff picks at the moment, so both of these haven't really been touching the balance changes, yet super strong in the current meta. They kind of are the winners of it without getting touched up on too much. They are super strong and they both can break open the map. Mortis coming in, so there is the aggressive pickup is talking about. Now, ready, why are we seeing a Mortis and not something like a Kit or a Lily who can just go invisible and sneak up?
Shuts down the Mina, makes her basically unplayable, is my answer at least. Mortis, legitimately, if you just aim the long dash kind of like with Mina in the middle, then you can auto-aim her the rest of the way down and combo spinner her to get a full combo.
He's also just a lot better on a wide open map. And also the opponents have some wall break here with the Griff. Fang coming in as last pick. Now if this was your ranked match, Ark, which comp would you choose?
Well, knowing ZETA behind the helm of the Mortis, I would still go ZETA, but I've got to question it slightly. I mean, going into a Griff is going to work out one way, and it's not going to be a good one. I agree with Reddy. It's kind of more directed towards that Mina, and Mina can be a really tough brawler to keep at bay. I just kind of felt like they might have been better having things a bit more open in that regard, and we'll see whether it pays off. I think now that Suzuki's got the option of the Fang, there will be the sort of roundhouse kick stun as another opportunity to counter here too, so he's going to be cautious, but he's a very accomplished Mortis player. If anyone can do it, it's absolutely him.
Yeah, he's also, though, depending on his teammates, to fight a 2v3 for a short period. They've been able to hold the line in a 2v2 because Suzuka's really playing like Recon, going deep in the enemy lines, and he's focus firing this Mina Mina, who has aptly brought the correct gadget so that she can get the chained supers together. Really nice play between the Mina and Tesser on this Fang on the right side. You can see he's being given a wide berth on the right. No one really wants to engage with him if they don't have to, but they're not going to be able to choose. He has that super now. He's just thinking about how he can get to Shitetampo, and he will shut down Suzuku on the right side. It's an excellent push for Yamasuke, and now they just got to clean up on the Shitetampo for a full team wipe.
This is what I'm worried about here for ZETA. And as time goes on, these Griff breaks are going to be more and more brutal for them. Batman going to get a little bit of a gadget connection there. Will burn down slightly on the Mina side. Taysar now trying to defend. Tambo's going to get a bit of a stun. The roots will affect the Griff, but not too much. And a hypercharge now for the Fang as well. Going to be going in and causing a real problem here for Suzuku. I don't think going to be able to get the reset just about in time. Batman low, but it is going to buy at least a couple of seconds here for a potential ZETA push.
Gotta just get Tesser or Yamasuke. Either one is good, and Yamasuke is probably out of rotation for that gadget. This would be the moment to push in for Suzuku. Shitetampo also has a hypercharge in hand. It's yet another reset. 15 seconds put back on the clock. Hypercharge pot for Shitetampo, but it's gonna go nowhere, and Suzuku cannot get this kill on Tesser. He's stunned. The super's not gonna go anywhere for Tesser, and Batman is not a one-man army. This game's going to T5S. They do have a dog in this fight.
Good stuff, and that's much, much better. We know that this team are capable. There's no question about that. And it's coming down to just trying to force the action, really. You can see how much the open map was open towards the end, and that really gives them that advantage. But it was just a little slight moment where ZETA were hesitant in that mid, and it just meant that T5S were able to capitalize down, get those gems back, and after that they had the high ground. There was not really a ZETA push, and standing still in the back spawn here as well, so might have some connection issues getting them into the game here as well. We'll see Batman definitely not moving at all, probably having some words with the admin team as we speak to sort of so that they're not able to get in or load into the game. So we'll probably check in with them in a bit, and we'll probably have to reset this lobby, I imagine.
Yeah, I think so. So let's start to theorize about some of the matchups here also. T5S, they have this Fang as a last selection, a reaction to the Mortis, and I think actually it was quite effective. Also the Mina gameplay, both times she popped the gadget to, you know, cycle her super once more on the Mortis, went for the exact same combo. It was twice up to the sky, then the third shot immediately after. You can tell it's very practiced into the Mortis matchup, and it's very East Asia of them, because even when the odds are stacked against you in a specific matchup, just knowing how to command your brawler, even in the face of ultimate scrutiny, I think it's so emblematic of how East Asia plays Brawl Stars.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, for ZETA, they picked that Mortis into those brawlers knowingly. Like, there was no doubt about it. They were still so confident with it, and it's just not working out so far. They can absolutely adapt to it. They can absolutely find those opportunities where the brawlers are on their lower side or have no utility to be able to best defend against it. But at this stage in the competition now, I think that T5S has got a real opportunity ahead of themselves here. They could really just kind of bury the hatchet in this set and keep that pressure on. That's what you've got to do against a team like ZETA Division, who are really looking to get off the mark, be 2-0. Like, to level things out going into a third set is exactly for a team like T5S where your head has got to be at.
Okay, we're going to work through some technical issues and continue to theorize about like how things are going to go in this matchup. I was pretty impressed by the gameplay from T5S so far. You know, it looked like they came with some fire behind their eyes in set number 1, obviously bested by ZETA Division. I thought that was just going to set the theme for the set, where we'd see them do their best, but ZETA Division